Hello.
For a good man to still exist, they will
Um, I just got baptized.
Let's get it. 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 Who we got in here? Susan. Hey, that's what's up, Susan. I remember Susan vaguely. You know, I vaguely remember Susan. Susan. Oh, I'm losing my audience. Hold on. I'm losing my audience. Hold on. About to get started. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Say they get money, but I can't tell, ho. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull the stream up on the TV. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Mm. Oh no, Susan, you didn't make me lose my audience.
Like, you just have to be more realistic in your options.
What about guys? The guy.
I can't think straight. I was losing my audience because I still had it on the pre-stream screen instead of starting the stream. We about to get started though. Believe that. Believe that. Believe that. Shout out to the UK. Susan, do you mind saying your age, relationship status, and how long you've been watching the channel? Just to give me a little refresher. We definitely about to get started though. No, definitely. Just bear with me. Stick in there with a brother. It's hard out here for a black man. It really is. I ain't trying to cry about it though. All right, let's do it. I'm trying to see, do I want to start with this or do I want to start with something else and go to that? Let's start with this. Fuck it. So before I press the play button, um, I'm looking for a $25 live stream goal. I'm losing track of the days. Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. I'm looking for a $25 live stream goal, but I'll settle out of court for a small fee of $15 via Cash App or PayPal only. But if we're gonna count super chat and super stickers, I'm looking to meet $25 to stay on 2 hours. So, whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Let's get started.
Guys need to settle as well.
I think guys already.
What about guys? The guy. What about guys?
Like, you just have to be more realistic in your options.
What about guys? The guys need to settle as well.
I think guys already settle. I think women in general sometimes overvalue what they are. For them to have like a
woman's earning 100K, what she should dare got us making 30K. God forbid. I'm looking for character and security.
at the bank. Why do you need his financial security? Because he can
I
provide.
need physical security.
Okay, so you don't need financial security.
Why do I have to pay? Okay, last question. Why did you guys get on me in the pod?
Oh, it's more him than me.
Yeah.
What was it?
You know what? Yeah.
We're talking about dating.
So yeah, anyway, this is a side note. It's hard out here for a black man. You got everybody, gunning for you. I got black women coming for my fucking throat. They hate me with a fucking passion as soon as I walk in the door just because I'm a black man. All this attitude and shit. They hate me off top. Then I got the racists, whites and blacks, racists, Asians, races, all races, hating on the motherfucker as soon as I walk in. Nobody want to see me happy. Nobody want to see me succeed. I got other black men coming for my fucking throat. Like, goodness. It's rough, man. It's rough. I'm just trying to live my life and trying to fight the urge to become a bitter, defensive motherfucker like a lot of black men are. They're bitter and they're constantly on the defense and they constantly got to put on this super tough guy act. And I don't want to become that. I don't want to become that. I just want to be a decent human being. That's why it's hard for a black man. Let's get back into it. Susan, 58, married 40 years, 4 sons. I'm from a Jamaican culture. We brought it and still bring it. It's our culture. No matter where we born, our culture will continue. That's what's up. So, Susan, what's your race, Susan? What's your race, Susan? And it don't really matter, but I know you said you come from Jamaican culture, but I guess any race of people can come from Jamaican culture. Well, yeah, my message to black men. Oh man, that's complicated. That's complicated. My message to black men. The message to black men is to find your place. And what that means is find a lane in an environment that is, I'm not going to say not toxic at all for a black man, because I don't know if there's any place in the world like that. But you can find an environment that are better than most of the other environments, that are friendly to a decent black man just trying to live his life, do the right thing. Definitely stay away from niggas, and definitely stay away from, racist whites if you can. Now, how do you do that? There's certain cultures of whites that are more racist than others, I think. Stay away from them small little hick towns. That'll help. I would say white people are less racist in places. Well, actually, that's difficult to say. Maybe y'all could speak to that in the comment section. Which white people are more racist? The white people from small towns where there's only like 2 black people in the whole town? Or are they more racist in cities that have a bunch of black people, therefore they're seeing more nigga shit to make them more racist? Which white people are more racist? What up, John? Julian Black. I don't know. Julian Black. I don't know if I've seen you before, Julian Black. Care to say your age? I'm assuming you're a man. Age and how long you've been watching the channel. Relationship status, if you care to. So, gender, age, how long you been watching the channel, and relationship status, Julian? Or you could tell me to go fuck myself. Get the likes up. Donations up.
We're talking about dating, which I asked you the question yesterday about settling. Jav thinks that the solution for women is that you guys need to settle. What do you think?
Settle. How are we settling in what way?
Like, you just have to be more realistic in your options and what you go for. Just because it's just out of necessity. I'm not saying that that it's the only way, but I just think it's out of necessity right now.
What about guys? The guys need to settle as well.
I think guys already settle to some degree.
How?
Because as a man, you know that I think men are a lot more self-aware about what level they're at. Like, I think women, and this is an opinion, so I'm not saying it's gospel, but I think that if you ask me what I am, a man he's more willing to kind of accept that he's not.
I'm not making that much money.
Money, looks, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Men are like very realistic about what they are.
Mm-hmm.
I think some women, obviously not all women, I'm generalizing because we can't have discourse without generalizing in this particular case. But I think women in general sometimes overvalue what they are.
Facts. Like these 2 bitches sitting. No, I ain't gonna call them bitches. These 2 women sitting next to them. I'm sure they both think they're baddies. And even if looks wise they were, that doesn't mean anything in the context of a 50-year relationship. You being a baddie, it really doesn't have much value outside of maybe a one night stand, something nice to look at while you're boinking her during a one night stand. I mean, what other value does a woman being a baddie really have? I'm sure these chicks think they're 10s and some old shit. Stupid eyelashes. Can't stand those damn eyelashes. Let's continue.
We can't have discourse without generalizing in this particular case. But I think women in general sometimes overvalue what they are compared to men. So I'm not saying that all women have to settle, but I think that for them to have like a healthy, successful relationship, they have to kind of be more open to doing things a different way, in my opinion.
Settling.
Settling is the word that I used, but that's the only word I can.
Okay, so because we were talking about the gap here, that women, 80% of women, this is the statistics here, this is the red pill talking points here. 80% of women want 20% of the men.
Yeah.
So for them to be able to get, the fact is not every woman's going to be able to get them.
Like numbers wise, it's not possible, right?
So numbers wise, what you're saying is that women need to be looking at men that are more so in the 80%?
Yeah.
And what is that though?
Yeah,
Give me a
what
picture of what that man is.
that man
salary, like we were saying, is that 30k salary? Like what is that?
Well,
if a woman's earning 100k, what she should got to think I have making 30k.
Yeah. Yes, she should. And she should just go ahead and deposit. She should go ahead and deposit 80,000 of that 100k into his account. So yeah, that's what she should do. Your money is pricing you out of the dating market. 100k female salaries don't necessarily qualify for 100k male salaries. It's two complete different things. Because you don't want your 100k to pay big bills for a lifetime. So your 100k is almost irrelevant. You just want to pay for groceries and a trip from time to time. Let's be clear about something too. These women are already cooked. You know, by the time they're on podcasts, couches, talking about dating, they're already done. I mean, how old are these women? They're at least 35 years old. They're over 30. I know that for a fact. So by the time they gotta sit here and have these discussions, they already done, and probably will never be a good mate to any man for the rest of their lives. Proof is the boat sailed in high school or college. 3 boats already sailed by the time a woman is 26 and single. The high school boat, the college boat, and I would say the 22 to 25 boat, just like the last call for alcohol for a long-term relationship, you know, that's gonna last until the graveyard. But let's let's continue.
And what is that though?
Yeah,
Give me a
what
picture of what that man is.
that man
salary, like we were saying, is that 30k salary? Like what is that?
Well,
if a woman's earning 100k, what she should got to think I have making 30k. Is that what you mean by settling?
Well, obviously in the UK, what's the average salary?
I don't know. What was it?
It's like 40k, isn't it?
I don't even think
or
it's
30.
I think it's in the 30
30.
region.
Oh, okay.
Or
So
lower.
that's the average salary, yeah. Like, if I make 50 or 60 grand, I'm already in a year. I'm already making more than most people. Like, and to me, that's not even that much. Like, obviously, it's good money. It's a good living in England. It's a good
Is.
living.
We also have to be honest about
it's
that
a good
as well,
living,
because
yeah,
I
like,
feel like we are
people
so caught up
forget.
in social media.
Yeah, people
that
forget.
everyone thinks that 6 figures is actually the standard. No, you
Yeah.
can actually live good on 70. 70 is actually pretty
70
good.
is good, yeah.
70 is pretty good.
You can live comfortably.
But then don't you feel like we've lost touch of reality then?
I think
Don't you
so.
think that's the issue? Because
I
I don't
think
even
so.
think it's a settling or not settling. Like, because even the men that are in that position, I don't care if you're a millionaire, a gazillionaire, you still have to have respect for people.
Yeah.
So,
Well, here we go. And let's be clear. All they're saying when they say that is, well, yeah, have the bag, but it ain't all about the bag. Be perfect in every other way as well. They think they're saying something noble when they say it. Oh, it ain't all about the money. I don't care if you got a quadrillion, but you still got to be respectful and emotionally intelligent. That just means you're more entitled. I want you to have the money and all those other things too. They're not saying, who cares if you have a trillion? I want a man who make 50 as long as he's respectful and emotionally intelligent. That's not what they're saying. They're saying come with it all. Shout out to DB and BK. I feel like we got a real black stream tonight. We probably always do. we My brothers is showing up. What's up, brothers? I'm just looking at the avatars. The one brother had like an African queen as his avatar. My brother DB and BK. I don't know what he doing in his avatar. But anyway, let's get into it. These conversations are disingenuous because only 7% of black women make over 100K. Facts, DB. Facts. These are pointless. Hey, you're black. Wait, what? I'm from the UK, 58, 40K, 70 and above. 40K is nothing. I mean, shout out to Gary. Wait, Lauren, you're not black. Wait, am I missing something? Lauren, are you black? Did I miss something? Could have sworn you weren't black. I'm missing the joke. Anyway, look. 40K is not, look, I'm not going to call anything nothing. I'm not going to call anything nothing. I mean, yeah, we know that it's rough to live on 40K, but people do it. People do it. So it all depends on how you budget and what your lifestyle is. So, because 40K, that's 32 after tax ish in the States. Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time. I mean, yeah, you're the working poor at that point. But see, what these women need to be thinking about is, look, you need to just take what you can get because you're not all that. So if the man makes 30K and you make 70K, y'all are a 100K like household. Send your money into his account and let him be the man of the house, and y'all can start a family and live happily ever after. Teamwork make the dream work. You'd be better off on benefits. I mean, yeah, a lot of people do look at it like that. Like, I'd rather just get on fucking welfare than struggle on 40K. Look, it's hard out here. I ain't knocking nobody. It's hard to survive out here. I ain't knocking nobody. Fuck it. But these women need men in their lives. They need good, solid men in their lives. The hell with what he make. I'm cool if he don't make nothing. Let the bitch pay all the bills. If he a good dude and he gonna be a good man in your life and keep the house clean and keep you in check, I'm fine with it. since you big money, bitch. Get you a good dude without a job. Level him up or don't level him up. Let him be a stay-at-home dad. So you bitches wanted to boss up. Now pay the cost to be the boss. The fuck? See, I preach the value of manhood outside of resources. A lot of channels don't push that. I push that. I'm one of the few people in this space that pushes that narrative. I'm not saying be a bum. I'm not saying don't try, but I strongly believe a decent man has a lot to offer a woman in her life, even if he doesn't offer any money. And these bitches are fucking lost. So they need a decent man in their life, even if he don't bring no cash. His value would be I'm looking for a big word. His value would be massive. I couldn't think of the word I was wanting to say, but yeah. Try subsidizing for a whopping $1,100 a month. I know people who make six figures but have a hard time putting their hands on $20 bill at the end of the month. What's more important is what you do with your resources. Facts. Yeah, I knew somebody like that too. They made six figures, but they would be taking out loans every other week. I'm like, nigga, you make six figures. What's up? Yeah, it's all about how you budget.
That's the issue. Because I don't even think it's a settling or not settling. Like, because even the men that are in that position, I don't care if you're a millionaire, a gazillionaire, you still have to have respect for people.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't do whatever you want just because you're making a certain amount of money.
But some men feel like that though.
No, but that's you're out of touch as well.
Well, actually, he's not. He can do what he wants because there's a bitch out there who will put up with it for the money. He just can't do what he want and be in a relationship with you, but he can do what he want because there's a bitch out there who will put up with it for the bag. So he's in touch. He's in tune. See, life all about power and leverage and politics. It ain't about love, character, and integrity and shit. It's about power, leverage, and politics. I've thoroughly learned that this past 5 years. Respect, Susan. Big respect. All right, let's get to what I really wanted to get to. Oh, we need to get the likes up. This is disrespectful. I got 19 people watching and only 8 likes. That's just y'all ain't fucking with the content. Why you do me this way? Why? Why? Doom 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 doom. Why? Why? Why do you do me this way? Can we get some likes? Like, all right, no, for real. Let's get into something. Let's get into this demonic shit.
That's why you over here with your motherfucking welfare office getting the show. Shut the fuck. Ain't nobody buying bitch a motherfucking thing. Jesus you shut Christ. The fuck up. What you mean go to a gym? What you mean? What you mean raggedy? What you mean raggedy? Look at you. My camera's not good at all. Look at you. Look at you. Man, he'll beat your motherfucking ass. He'll beat your motherfucking ass.
Now, you don't know that, ma'am. I'm assuming the brother is saying, go get your boyfriend. Yeah, because she's out of pocket. Now, she's at work. I'm pretty sure this is a situation where she works there. But I guess I can't say that for sure either. But black women think they could get into black men's faces. Well, they do get in black men's faces all the time. And I believe that black women genuinely feel in their heart of hearts that they're a dominant authority figure over black men. And if they felt the need to, they'd beat most black men up in a fist fight. I'm starting to believe that they genuinely believe that they'll beat most black men up. I don't know if she's at work. I think the context was that she works there. Black women treat black men like shit. Now I'm sure there's some black men that treat black women like shit, but I can say with certainty that black women treat black men worse than black men treat black women in America, by far. But this woman is out of pocket, and now she's talking about my boyfriend's gonna come up here and whoop your ass. Now this is how people get killed. Now this dude looked pretty buff. See, most men wouldn't get this disrespectful with this guy and get all up in his face. But black women, they don't give a fuck because they know 9 times out of 10 nothing's gonna happen to them. Because black men are simps. Well, men in general are simps when it comes to slapping fire out of a bitch. Yeah, maybe that's the wrong way to put it. I mean, I wouldn't advise this man to hit her. I would like to think if I was in this situation, I wouldn't have hit her. Does she deserve Beats by Dre headphones? Absolutely. See, there's no reasoning with this animal, this B-dub. Yeah. The only thing that's gonna get her right is make her go night night. Like, there is no out arguing a black woman, especially when she get like this. And it don't matter how big you are, they're willing. A lot of them probably are willing to take a dirt nap just to be right, or just to say I ain't go out like no punk. Think about how masculine it is for women to even have that mindset. I ain't going out like no punk. He ain't punking me. The nigga gonna have to just smoke me. I ain't going out like no hoe. How are you a woman with that type of mentality? Oh boy. Shout out to Sean Connery. Oh goodness. I don't even know what to. Shout out to Isaiah. He said that's a big Keisha. LOL, we'd have to squabble immediately. I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, I wouldn't advise that, but She deserves it. I'll just say that. But let's just continue, man. This is crazy, man. This is why I don't go around. I do everything in my power to avoid B-dubs and just niggas in general. You know, but I know the difference between niggas and black people. You know, a lot of non-black people don't. They just put us all in this category. But yeah, let's get back into it. Oh shit, we got $20 in donation. We only need $5 more to stay on 2 hours. John donated $10. He says a black man will send the men that they claim to live straight into a buzzsaw. Claim to love straight into a buzzsaw. No, yeah, black women don't love. Like, whatever man is with this woman is a hoe ass nigga too. With low self-esteem. Respectfully. I hope he, snaps out of it. Women are like children, should be seen and not heard. Unfortunately, yeah, that's probably true most of the time. X says KS used to say women could get violent because women don't understand the low level of violence that men understand can happen. That's true. All right, so this for Isaiah and John. Thanks for donating. We only need $5 more anywhere to stay on 2 hours. So I know we can meet that. Somebody send in that last 5 so we can stay on 2 hours. John and Isaiah, this for you. Everybody shout them out.
That's a hard nigga.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
You a gangster now. I'm winning any motherfucker where I can't lose.
No, let's say this. Now, I was speaking to somebody I know about this video, and they were shooting the woman some bail because I was talking to a woman, so that's to be expected. She was saying, "Oh, she probably had an uncle that looked like him, and she's taking it out on him. She probably went through so much in her family, seeing men do X, Y, and Z, and abusing her." And that was the excuse that the person I know was giving this lady for being like this. And that is a part of the reason why black women are like this. A lot of trauma. First off, there's a certain level of mental illness that just comes along with being a woman. And if you mix that with black trauma, you get American B-dubs. It's a monstrous combination. The mental illness of being a woman plus the mental illness of going through what black people go through creates the B-dub monster in America. So I'm sure there's a lot of trauma and, things, but there's no excuse to act like this as a grown woman. I don't give a fuck what you went through. The world don't owe you understanding for what you went through if you're acting like an animal in public like this. The world shouldn't have compassion and understanding for this type of behavior. I don't care if you was molested as a kid or whatever the fuck happened to you. Got beat by your dad every night as a kid. I mean, I'm sorry that happened to you, but it's not a pass to act like this as a grown ass fucking adult. Now, see, this man used to getting talked to like this by his mama, aunts, and some more shit. I mean, black men are used to being treated like this by black men, by black women, for lesser. You could just ask them what time it is and get this type of energy. Nigga, it's time for you to get a motherfucking watch, nigga. Like, yeah, I've experienced something to this level for lesser, a lot lesser. But look, this is what I want to mentally massage. Okay, we on for 2 hours. Thanks to John. He says many of them can't keep men in their lives, so they end up pushing their brothers, male cousins, uncles, sons, etc. to go fight for them. I would never fight. No. I'm not coming to slide. No, I'm not coming to slide. Mm-mm. Look, I would advise this to all black males of any age. If you got a sister, daughter, niece, mother who insist on fucking with hood niggas, stay out of it. If they get killed, that's their business. Stay the fuck out of it. That's their business, man. If you don't got no control over who they date, they shouldn't be able to call you to come slide with the stick for them. Unless you get to dictate what man they fuck with, then you can't protect what you don't have control over. So you can't protect your mama from thug niggas if you don't have control over her dating thug niggas. I've heard news stories where the son get killed because the mom kept wanting to fuck with thugs. This go for my mama. If my mama was trying to date a thug and I'd be like, Mom, don't date him, he a thug. No, I'm doing it anyway, son. Don't call me. Like Jody told his mom, don't call me when he start beating your ass because I'm not coming to shoot him or fight him. I promise. I'm not. The same thing go for my daughter, aunts. No. Fuck no. No, I'm not losing my life because you fucking retarded. There's no woman in my life who I'm going to defend if they are doing some retarded shit and fucking with a nigga they know they not supposed to be fucking with. Sorry. Call me pussy, scared, whatever you got to call me. I'm not losing my life for their stupid decisions. I'm not. Shawty want a thug nigga. Security guard is just trying to live his life. He just trying to make a buck. He's trying to break it up, but he like, I really ain't trying to get involved in this shit like this. I really don't get paid enough to get involved with this. Brother is like, he probably make $10, $15 an hour. This shit ain't even worth it. Oh. He's probably never been tuned up by a man. I mean, maybe she had. I don't know. Why don't they fear? Like, this dude is like 3 times her size.
They not moving at all. Okay? Why? So I can tell him you was peering at me? He'll knock you the fuck out, motherfucker. Don't get okay, motherfucker.
What did he do to her? So I could tell him he what?
Yeah, motherfucker. Don't get okay?
No, he just said on Pyru. We're gonna talk about that. Now this is the welfare office. So let's talk about this. I don't know how old bro is. He might be like 55 to 60. He just put something on Pyru. So look, this man probably isn't a good man per se, but it seemed like he just sitting in the chair trying to finish his paperwork and this bitch won't just let it go. She should have been walked away. She should have been fucking walked away. Look, when I was watching this video the first time, I'm like, I hope he put this bitch to sleep. I hope he put this bitch to sleep.
What kind of shit is that?
But I'm glad he didn't. Spoiler alert, he doesn't put her to sleep. But see, these are the type of B-dubs you got to put hands on, and that's why you just shouldn't deal with them. Like, these are the type of black women. The only way you can get them to respect you is if you put the fear of God in them. Gotta knock that jaw loose. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. And it's like people have to deal with this woman day in and day out. People are fucking horrible. I don't want to wish death. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. But these people should live on their own island or something. These people aren't fit to be a part of society. I mean, people are gonna make it like if I was a public figure and said that in something, they would make it a racial issue. But I mean, there's white people who don't belong in society either. Humans like this, it isn't a race thing. Humans like this don't belong in society. We need some type of facility, some type of island to send them to. This is fucking absurd. Oh, but anyway, I'm not really seeing much the guy is doing wrong. Granted, we didn't see the whole video, but it seemed like he just want her to leave and she refuses to, and he just want to fill out his welfare paperwork. I mean, yeah, is the guy a loser? Probably, more than likely. Gangbanger, whatever. Probably just got out of jail. But that's all that is besides the point. This bitch need to take her ass on somewhere because this man could take her out within 10 seconds if he really wanted to with his bare hands.
Yeah, motherfucker. Okay? I don't give a fuck about a motherfucking Pyru, you old head ass nigga. Old head ass nigga. Fuck a Pyru. Fuck a Pyru. Fuck your dead mama. your old ass. Your punk ass. Fuck this shit. Fuck this.
And she was scared. He hit her with the pump fake, but she was scared. She tried to act like she was squaring up, but she ain't want none of that. Let's run. She tried to kick the table, but she's acting like she want to throw hands. She doesn't want to throw hands. But black women think they can throw hands with a man only when he not hitting back. And even like instances where black women do throw hands, you know, usually the men are gonna go light on her. Like there are women who will fight a man because they've never had a man fight them back the way that man would fight another man. And then that bitch probably wouldn't say that no more. Let's look. You see when he cocked back? You see that position she in, that cowering position? I paused it in just the right moment. All that tough stuff went out the window. But she gonna try to rebound like she was ready to square up. No, we see you weren't really ready to square up, man.
Fuck this shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, she walked away. She said fuck this shit and squared up, but then she walking away. Let's watch this shit one more time. They ain't really about all that shit they talking about, as we know.
Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, motherfucker. Fuck you talking to?
You walk away. Fucking coward. They're just shit talking cowards.
Hey, you gotta go.
Shit. Now what? Because I don't really need to be here. Get back on the bus, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck you talking to?
That's a dumb bitch.
I don't need to fuck.
Oh, they escorted her out.
We as black.
So maybe she didn't work there. What a piece of shit. Well, we on for 2 hours. So yeah. Man, it's hard out here for a black man. I told y'all. So yeah. So the goal has been met as far as donations, but you know, if anybody got something for the Cash App, I love those. Cause you know how YouTube go in my pockets. But let's get back into this for a bit. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
you can't do whatever you want just because you're making a certain amount of money.
But some men feel like that though.
No, but that's you're out of touch as well. Because if you're saying that you want a but maybe they don't want a relationship when they get to that stage.
But that's what I'm saying though, because if you make 50 or 60 grand, you're already in the UK. You're already up there. You're already doing better than most men, right? So you become a part of that 20% just by that.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are not there. So what I'm saying is, you ask a question: if I'm making 100k and a man's making 30k, should women be going for them type of men? Boy, you might have to be open to it. You might have to. And if everything's just based on salary, what are we looking for? Are we looking for love? Are we looking for a husband? Or are we looking for a bank?
I'm looking for security.
But-
So I'm looking for character and security.
And a bank.
But that's security, isn't it? But that bit doesn't just have to
But
be
you got
financial.
100k. So why do you need his financial
No,
security?
but
Because he can
but
provide.
I need physical security.
Okay, so you don't need financial security.
I want both.
Okay.
Can it not be both?
No, it can't be. If it could have been, oh my gosh. No, it can't be both. Character or cash, bitch. You bitches gotta choose. Like, likely it won't be both. I mean, some women do get both, but they chose character first and ended up getting both. You don't get to ask for both at 35 after you already been ran through and you already damaged mentally and emotionally. Now you want both. Most don't get both. I'm trying to think of a way to put this. These bitches want it all, man. They want it all. And they want it now.
You just saying anything now, ho.
Let's just get back into it.
You can want both, but that's what I'm saying. So
Like, it's not realistic to have both.
No, it's not. It is realistic, but you got to understand and accept that. Okay, for me to get both, I may potentially, it's going to take me longer, or I may potentially spend a lot of time alone, or I have to accept I'm never going to get both. Let me pick one. So you might get a guy who physically can't keep you safe, but he's got money. Or on the flip side, you might get a guy who doesn't really have much money, but he can keep you safe physically, emotionally, spiritually. And that might be the trade-off that you're willing to make. Obviously, everything's a trade-off, isn't it? You've got to decide what you're willing to accept.
But why do we have to trade off? And I think this is the question that women ask. Why do I have to pick?
Because nobody gets it all, you goofball. Nobody gets it all. And you're going to have to pick because the reason you have to pick a few things and just roll with it because nobody's perfect. So even the dude who got the big bag and he got a great character, you know, his dick don't work. And he can't fight to save his life, and you hate his fucking mom. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be 3 or 4 things that you can't stand about a person, no matter who it is. So you're going to have to pick some strengths, and you're gonna have to pick some flaws to deal with. Because if not, somebody will be perfect. Like, if a motherfucker got money, looks, and character, you better believe there's 3 or 4 other things that are horrible about this motherfucker or horrible about being with him. That's just real life. These bitches are slow. Salute, Lauren. Salute.
He can keep you safe physically, emotionally, spiritually. And that might be the trade-off that you're willing to make. Obviously, everything's a trade-off, isn't it? You've got to decide what you're willing to accept.
But why do we have to trade off? And I think this is the question that women ask. Why do I have to pick? Why can't
Because there's not enough there's not enough men to be to not pick. If there was more, if there was more men, they would have more options, and then there still would be stress because, like we just said, there's kind of like it's a vicious loop, isn't it? Like it's never going to end. But it will. It can end, but I feel like it never would end.
So do you feel like the main issue in London is that like the men making money are in a position where they can have anyone, and all women want them?
They have the advantage.
They got the advantage, 100%. I think if you're a man who is able to look after yourself, like I don't make a lot of money. My business does well, but I personally don't take a lot of money out of my business. I just keep it in the business. But I'm able to look after myself. I have my own property. Like I'm able to, even me without having loads of money, I already know that I'm doing better than most people.
Yeah.
He travels all the time. Like he goes to live in Thailand.
So would you say you're on the 20% then?
Yeah, you're living a better quality of life than the normal average bachelor man. Not everyone can take themselves to Dubai for a month or Thailand for a month and go.
Yeah, but that's what it's work money. I don't view it as my money. I separate the two.
That is your money. Would you say you're in the top 20%? Yes or no?
I think you are, Jab.
Maybe I'm around there.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah.
But what you said something really important is the fact that you can look after yourself. You have money, yeah. You may not be gazillion, but you have money, yeah. To me, if you can look after yourself and you can look after a woman and she has her own money.
Looking after you financially, if you got your own money, your money is going into the pot. I mean, they need to stop wanting to be little girls. I mean, yeah, obviously I'll protect you with my life. I mean, if somebody got to hurt me before they hurt you. But I mean, as far as financially taking care of you, no, you a boss, you got a job. Take care of your damn self or put the money in the pot and we holding it down together financially. Y'all not little girls no more. Grow the fuck up. What's the point of y'all having jobs then?
Yeah. To me, if you can look after yourself and you can look after a woman and she has her own money, what the hell is the problem?
No, that's
like what the hell is the problem? Like I don't understand why we've made this such a big thing.
But that's because the women want the top guys.
Why? Anu?
So okay, I'll be honest, yeah. I've come to a place now, because I'm 30 now, yeah. I thought, what I envisioned for myself was like, by 25, I would have been married, probably had 2 kids by now, I would have been a big house, one big fence,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Bought a house with my mom, cool, settled.
No, life is not a fairy tale, and that's the problem. They get their life planned out based on a fairy tale that doesn't exist. These women, all these modern women, have the wrong mentality. And I was thinking about this earlier. And I said this before, like when you getting with a woman, you need to let her know up front. This marriage, let's just say marriage, it isn't about your happiness or you being excited all the time. That is not what this marriage is going to be about. We're going to have good times, we're going to have lovey-dovey moments. But that's not what this relationship is about. As the man, I think the man should set the program. As the man, I'm coming to the table with this program. The point of this relationship is this program I just laid out. It involves trying to get money. It involves raising these kids right. It involves us looking out for each other, making sure we're okay. Maybe not always the happiest, but that's life. Whether you single for life or married, every moment ain't gonna be happy. It's gonna be ups and downs, no matter single or married, boyfriend or single, girlfriend or single. It's gonna be ups and downs in life. But the point of this relationship or marriage is this program that I set up. I'm gonna do what I can to make sure you straight and not insane and not, overwhelmed. You do what you can to make sure I'm not going insane, overwhelmed, shit like that. But it's not about happiness and excitement and happy, happy, joy, joy. And any woman who can't agree to that concept, then she ain't worth fucking with in a serious way. And when women talk like that, I thought at about 25, the house, the picket fence, and she's still talking fairy tale shit. I watched Tommy Sotomayor years ago. He was right, but he was offensive. I think that's what you meant to say, Susan. Yeah, he goes live on Rumble. Tommy Sotomayor is how I officially found the red pill. Sotomayor put me on a turd flinging monkey, put me on the Sandman, and the rest was history. See, I could tell when a woman cares too much about her happiness just by how she talks about relationships.
Father would have been married, probably had 2 kids by now. Would have been big house, one big fence.
Yeah, yeah.
Bought a house with my mom, cool, settled. Probably not really working if I want to for fun.
Where did you get that dream from?
See, not really working. Most of these women's dream is to not have to work. Even the boss babes, the Harvard degrees, this and that. Their ultimate goal is a man to come in and basically retire them, and they can work when they feel like it. That's most women's goal. And most women could get it. It ain't gonna be with a tall, handsome dude with good dick, but most women have the opportunity, especially if they look halfway decent. They have plenty of opportunities to have that with a man. But standards were too high. They thought they can get it all, and will end up probably getting none of it.
Working if I want to for fun.
Where did you get that dream from?
Disney Channel. Disney Channel. Little Mermaid.
This is the problem.
Snow White. What else? Princess and the Frog. That's where I got that dream.
Right.
The Prince Charming will come and save you. Kind of vibe. But obviously, you grow up and you grow out of that, and then you date and you realize, oh man,
no one's coming to save you.
They ain't Prince They might look like Prince Charming, but their heart ain't Prince Charming.
Right.
But I think where I am now, because obviously I'm a business owner as well, my standard is higher than the average woman, I think.
So the more you increase in your money, is the higher your standards go.
Yeah, my pool for men becomes smaller.
But they say that successful women are some of the loneliest and unhappy women in the world.
Of course they are. But of course but
I
but if what you're saying is if you're making more money, your standards get higher than what they are for most women, right? Because not every woman's a business owner. Not everyone's woman's making a lot of money. So what you're actually saying is,
to be clear, most women aren't. Over 80% of women aren't. But here's the thing: they still want the 6-figure. They still want the same dude y'all competing for, and those women are actually more likely to get it. And look, what women don't get is they expire on the dating market. And society needs to teach young girls that they have an expiration date. What up, King Pix? Society needs to teach young girls, as far as getting your dream and starting your family and getting the man you want. That expires after 25. You need to be marriage minded in high school and college. That's you need to society needs to teach women to treat 15 to 21 like women treat 35 to 45. Like, time's up, I got to just pick somebody. That's how girls should look at 15 to 21. Oh, time's run, I got to pick somebody. Not rushing, but you know what I mean? Like, you need to be super hyper focused on finding your life mate from 15 to 21. I'll just say, let's just say we'll just say from 15 to 25 instead of 35 to 45 getting hyper focused on it.
That the higher you go, the more you expect from a man. So your even space, your standards are now in space.
Not in space, but for example, like
In the context of the conversation that we're talking about, right?
well, like even Jav saying he's not earning or whatever, but who can take themselves to travel for like 6? Like I was in Dubai, I think it was only for, maybe I was in.
She was in Dubai, y'all. She was in Dubai.
Hoe for sure.
Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe. For show.
And drove for like 3 months or something, and I was paying for everything myself. But not everyone could like go live somewhere for like 3 months. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but he's a single man though. He doesn't have
Yeah, and I'm a single-
responsibilities. Yeah.
But I'm saying like the fact he can do that is a very big thing because not a lot of people could do that.
So
You have to ask your job for time off.
Yeah.
And people won't even give you like what you can only have 25 days off in a year.
So Jab, if your money increases, you feel like your standards will get higher.
No, but men are willing to date down in some aspects, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but like a man is okay dating a woman that doesn't have any money. Like they're more okay with it. Some men, like for me, I would want my woman to make money.
Yeah.
But I don't care if she makes like she got a low salary.
Yeah, but I feel like men date up in looks.
Yes.
Women date up in money.
Yes.
So then the thing is not the standard is not now whether she makes money. The standard is now whether she looks good.
Looks good, yeah.
So if your money increases, Jab, does your expectation in the way a woman looks then go up?
It don't make a difference because I was getting girls when I was broke.
Okay.
You could tell the difference between dudes who was getting bitches when they was broke and dudes who wasn't getting bitches when they was broke.
My nigga.
But I think I agree with you, Bruni. Yeah, I think that
It don't make a difference because
Yeah.
no money or no money, like money or no money, I'll be all right. Like,
But then I also feel like that is the right attitude to have. And I think women should also have that attitude in the sense that like whether you're making money or not, it shouldn't change who you are.
Yeah, 100%.
Some women, let's be honest, their confidence comes from how much money they're making. And that's why like that.
And the fake nails, the fake hair, the makeup, the filters. Yeah. It's very rare that you're gonna come in contact with a woman who's truly, genuinely confident, who's also not a cunt. That's gonna be hard to find.
Wherever she's into.
All right, should we move on? Let's move on. I didn't even plan on doing that, but let's move on. I know what I wanted to go over. Let's get the cash apps up just for the fun of it. We already met goal, but I like to get a cash app or two every stream. You know? Let's do it.
A fella left a comment under one of my YouTube videos where I was speaking about men don't protect you. They protect their benefits, right? You just receive the illusion of benefits when they're really just protecting what they want access to. It's not you necessarily.
It's fucking absurd. Men don't protect women. We just protect the benefits we get from a woman. That's that's bullshit. Now, something like that would be true for women. I mean, not all, of course. But I already know this is going down a bullshit lane. But let's continue.
When they're really just protecting what they want access to. It's not you necessarily. The fella said, you need a man. Right? And while I don't get comments like that a lot, I do get them every so often. And it's because men know that when women are with them, they're docile. Now, nobody knows what I got going on in my life. I say I'm unmarried, but nobody knows what's going on in my life.
Okay, she don't got a man. Because if she had a man, she would just be like, well, actually, I do got a man. But that ain't none of y'all business. But actually, I do got a man. When they do that vague thing, well, actually, I mean, I know I'm not married, but you don't know I could have one. I couldn't have one. Because Kendra did that in the comment section one day. She was talking about, y'all don't know what I got. Yeah, okay, Kendra. We know what you got by how you still talking on your podcast and shit. So, look, it's cool, man. We know you don't got a man, but it's cool. Continue.
What I got going on in my life. I say I'm unmarried, but nobody knows what's going on in my life, right? But to tell women about male nature, men handle that the way women handle the truth, right? They think you hate them. They think you don't want them, right? To know the truth about men is to have the power to choose, to decide if you want to be with them, right? They don't want you to choose. They don't want you to know better. They want you to just go with whatever it is that they present.
That's what women should do. Go with what a man present to them. Because when you bitches are left to your own devices, rarely does a wholesome family come from you being left to your own devices. Rarely do women make righteous decisions. They make decisions that they think will benefit them for the moment, but just making decisions that are for the greater good of family and society, fuck no. So yeah, that's why you bitches should be controlled and just listen to what a man tell you to fucking do. You being left to your own devices have been proven to be very detrimental to society and families as a whole. Of course, there's exceptions, but as a whole, yeah. Women being left to their own devices is a fucking cancer to society, and it's been proven. I'm not just talking out of my ass.
Choose to decide if you want to be with them, right? They don't want you to choose. They don't want you to know better. They want you to just go with whatever it is that they present. And women like me who tell them the truth, who tell women the truth, they don't like. And they think there's no man and I'm hating men, right? I've heard this before, that I hate men. Nothing in my content ever says I hate men. I don't speak to any of that. All I speak is to male nature. But men are just like women. They hate the truth. This is why I don't side with men or women, right? Men will get, happy when they hear me talk about certain things with women and they want to share content with me. I don't give a fuck about any of you. I'm not on the side of men against women, and I'm not on the side of women against men, because both of you are one in the fucking same. So men know that women are docile when they're with men, and they need you to romanticize them. Romance is a poor man's sport. Romance was invented for men who could not draw women to them with the things that they acquired. Men who are established, powerful, have resources, connections, and these things Women flock to those men. Men don't have to pursue. Those men don't have to pursue women.
It's a fact. But that paints women in a negative light. That's all you're doing with pointing that out. You don't have to be a decent human being as long as you have resources, money, status, and shit. Yeah, a testament to women's poor character.
Connections and these things. Women flock to those men. Men don't have to pursue. Those men don't have to pursue women. It's the average and below average men who need women to believe in a fairy tale. They need women to believe that they're going to save them from something. Romance is not natural to male nature. That's why it's so hard for them to keep up with it. And when they do it, they're doing it to protect their benefit. The benefit is access to you. They're not doing it because they're naturally romantic.
Or are you saying that women are naturally romantic? Nothing's romantic about chasing a nigga with all the status and the money. It's very practical and shallow and superficial. Men are most definitely more naturally romantic than women, by far. Men are in love, women are in business a lot of times. So this is all horse shit. All poppycock horse shit.
The benefit is access to you. They're not doing it because they're naturally romantic. They're not. The male nature is survival. It's eat. It's prey on what I need.
No, women are predatory to men. Men actually love women. We're in survival mode, in practical mode when we interact with other men, but we're not in practical mode when we interact with women. We're in love mode, romance mode. That's my baby mode. Women are in, what can this motherfucker do for me? How can he protect me? How can he make me feel? How can I survive off this motherfucker? She got it all wrong with that.
It's prey on what I need. They become tamed in society, right? Because we can't have men out here just killing and maiming. But romance and loving, that shit is not in male nature. But they need you to believe that. Most men need women to believe that because that is the
Scat. I love that. Who's the more romantic gender? Men will literally jump in front of a bullet for a bitch they love. What bitch you know jumping in front of a bullet for a dude? Stop it, man. Stop it. Greatest love songs written by men. Greatest romantic gestures done by men. Like, stop it, man. Please stop it.
nature. But they need you to believe that. Most men need women to believe that because that is the way they lure women in, right? This is why I don't like pandering and simping and acting like, they care so much about women and women are gods. And I don't fall into that because it's just pandering. They have to pander to the emotional side of women in order to gain access to them. A man of power status means they just exist. And women flock to them. They just exist.
The simps are pathetic, yeah. That's not genuine when simps are doing it. But when a man is genuinely in love with a woman doing X, Y, and Z for his woman, that's not the same as a simp pandering on the internet. She don't got the game. I love it when women think they got game. Never go to a woman for game. Ever.
Status means they just exist. And women flock to them. They just exist. The average man, the core man, the working class man, they have to do more than that. When you remove the romantic aspect of relationships with men, you have to start looking at how they're going to benefit you. Because romance and love is fleeting, right? Eventually, you just get used to the person. There's no fireworks. That's why they're always looking for something else. They're always looking for the next high. Because that shit, it gets to a lull. It just is, and you're just with the person.
Men are always the ones just jumping to the next thing, even though women initiate 70 to 80% of the divorces. Interesting. The stats just don't align with the bullshit you're talking about.
It's just something about that rubs me the wrong way.
shit, it gets to a lull. It just is, and you're just with the person. You're just building with the person, right? Women ain't really about survival. They're not really about, getting ahead in life, because y'all allow men to sell you romance, right? So yesterday, someone had to tell me something, right? And they started to tell me, but they stopped and said, oh, forgive me. I meant to say good morning. Oh, I did say good morning, but I don't know if you heard me. And I said, I don't care about that. And he looked at me and he was like, well, I think that's proper. I said, I don't care about the pleasantries. You got something to say? Say it.
Masculine as fuck. Damn, she masculine.
They come across like dudes. Her mannerism is like a dude. Why? She's not a dude.
If you keep saying, oh, she's too masculine, what it means is you too feminine. If I got more bars than you, that's really a diss to you, not a diss to me.
I look like telling a nigga good morning. I look like being nice, sweet, charming, and woman. I look like telling a nigga good morning. I look like being nice, sweet, charming, and woman. I look like telling a nigga good morning. I look like being nice, sweet, charming, and woman.
But I don't know if you heard me. And I said, I don't care about that. And he looked at me and he was like, well, I think that's proper. I said, I don't care about the pleasantries. You got something to say? Say it. But men, they approach you with that. Even if they're not trying to pursue you, it's that they're handling you with the kid gloves type of shit, right? They're babying you, they're infantilizing you. And you could say it's just polite or manners. It is. But a lot of that shit is coming from how men are groomed to deal with women, to take us off our defenses, right? You see it's some old man in my comments in Instagram. Hey, I just see how you doing. Nigga, I don't know you. Fuck, you need to know how I'm doing. But,
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's a bitch, okay?
It's just something about that rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, this is a miserable cunt right here. A miserable cunt. Look like she in a nice car though. But that nice car, her nice house, or however much money she got in her bank account won't change her dark soul. She's gonna be miserable for the rest of her fucking life. And no amount of money and Instagram clout could change it. But her name is the Real Rich Red Witch. So there's that.
fuck, you need to know how I'm doing. But that's that old. I'm in my 40s, so usually it's always men older than me, and that generation and older, they're more like simps. Oh, let me check out. Oh, make sure you all right. And me hit you off with a couple of dollars. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Right? I recognize what all this is. You're just trying to get me to put my defenses down. And they wear on women, and they wear on women, and they do these things. Like a fella said to me, you gotta allow a man to take care of you. Take care of me. Do I look like a fucking idiot? Take care of me. My father took care of me. I'm not a fucking child. But that stuff sounds good and feels good to women, right? I'm not a poor bitch. I'm not a beggar. Right? But he also doesn't know what I have going on in my life. Men assume because you are not docile and a fucking idiot that you don't have a man. That's how lowly they think of women. I know,
That's not necessarily how lowly they think of women. You act like a fucking dude. That's why we assume you don't have a man or a masculine man in your life. Because what dude want to be with a fucking dude who like, don't ask me how I'm fucking doing. What the fuck? I don't know you, nigga. Like, men don't want to be around that type of energy. That's why they assume you don't have a nigga, a man. And the same thing for a feminine ass dude. You meet a feminine ass dude, you're like, what, is you into boys? Or you can't have a girlfriend because you act like a girl.
I know, people hate capitalism, right? Because of what it stands for, right? It's just value for value. It's trade, right? It's dirty, but it's the brainchild of the male nature, right? And that's how nature is. Trade, value for value. Animals and insects only mate with the strongest males. There's no benefit in putting your life in danger or at risk to bring forth weak, inferior genes. but they convinced women of romance so that they allow access to the weak and inferior.
Okay, so to the men you respect, you're gonna be weak and inferior, and they're gonna think lowly of you, like you was just talking about. And they're gonna think you're an idiot because they're smarter, faster, stronger. So you're gonna be nothing again in the presence of those men. That's the downside to what she talking about. The downside is most of you women, cool. I'm not mad at it. All y'all go after the top 10 percenters. But 90% of y'all are just gonna get fucked and ducked until he find his, fellow 10 percenter wife. Then the other 90% of you women in a jungle scenario would just die off. Like these philosophies are stupid. Like, cool, all women go after top 10%. So 90% of you would die off in that scenario. Because if you ain't fucking with the bottom 90% of men, and the top 10% men can only marry one woman, I guess all you other bitches gonna die off then. So better to take your chance on that weak man. Because the chances aren't in your favor that you're gonna get a top 10% man. Chances aren't in your favor that you're gonna be one of the 10% of women that marry one of the top 10% of men. So yes, actually, it would be better off to take your chance on that weak man. What women like this don't get. Weak men is built the roads you're driving on. You're still being protected by the weak men. You're still being provided for by the weak men. A bunch of quote unquote weak men built that car you're fucking sitting in. And who created the technology? It's just for the phone you're fucking using to record. Who shipped that sweatshirt that you bought to the fucking store? Probably a male truck driver. But like in a dystopian reality, yeah, you be looking for the first short, ugly, fat guy dick to suck to stay alive. I assure you.
Inferior genes, but they convinced women of romance so that they allow access to the weak and inferior. I can see power in a man. I can see when there's a benefit of being associated with a man. I don't need to be romantic. I don't need to be romance. That shit means nothing to me. Where is the fucking benefit? And it's not like I'm just benefiting, right? Being attached to me is definitely a benefit, right? But I'm not fooled by the romance. And men know that their nature, women can't know that because it'll turn women off. Because women ain't really about survival. Women want to be romance. They want the fantasy. That shit means nothing. It means nothing. It's fleeting. They do it to get pussy. They do it to keep you quiet. None of that shit means anything. And when you remove all that shit, you'll really see what man is standing. What kind of men are standing. If it wasn't for women believing in that bullshit, most men would not have access to women because romance is for poor men.
We would just buy them hoes. Y'all don't have any value for men to care if they have access to. Nobody wants access to this fucking headache. You're a depreciating liability. Women aren't a fucking prize. If anything, maybe you could make an argument that pussy is prize, but all this mouth that you giving and that most women give as time goes by, that's not a prize. That's a curse. It's not a flex to maintain a woman for 50 years. If anything, it's a flex to say, I fucked those 10 baddies over there. It's not a flex to be in a relationship with a fucking joy-sucking nag for 50 years. That's not a benefit. Let's talk about benefits. That's not a benefit.
You don't offer nothing here of other than an orgasm. That's about all you offer me is an orgasm. That's it. Okay, everything else is going to be a constant headache, nightmare, walking on eggshells, whatever the fuck. Everything else is going to be that. There is no benefit that after the orgasm, there's not much benefit really to keep a one woman around too long.
Men who don't have what it takes to just.
I mean, yeah, if a dude know how to cook and clean his own house and he ain't scared to go to the doctor when he got a cough, what? And he can buy a prostitute from time to time. Well, what the fuck would be the benefit for me to keep a bitch around for 50 years? Unless she paying all the bills. Never mind.
Most men would not have access to women because romance is for poor men. Men who don't have what it takes to just naturally attract women. Also, unattractive men. Handsome men will always get women. And there's not a lot of handsome men, but they will always get women. Stop sleeping with the man who claims to love you and adore you and honor you. Stop doing everything he loves for you to do. Stop doing that little thing for him.
Why? So okay, cool. Stop doing things for the man who claims to love you because what? He doesn't really love you. So you think the top 10% man who's swimming in pussy is gonna love you? Is that what the bet is gonna be? Leave that man that you with now that's doing X, Y, and Z and claim to love you for the chance that you might lock down a top 10 percenter? Is that the advice, Dingbat?
And adore you and honor you. Stop doing everything he loves for you to do. Stop doing that little thing for him. Stop cooking. Stop doing just do nothing. And see how long that love lasts. Because it's about benefits.
The same goes for women. Men, stop doing anything for your woman and see how long she stays. This is a horrible argument. That goes both ways. I mean, yeah, to some extent, relationships are transactional. Yeah, both parties should leave. If you with a person who's doing like literally nothing for you, won't bring you soup when you're sick, won't pay none of the bills, they literally won't do anything for you in a relationship, yeah, of course leave. Everybody would leave if their partner is literally doing nothing for them, won't even look their way, won't get up and open the door for them if they knock on the door. Like, yeah, of course, dumbass. Like, oh my God, you stupid. Oh my gosh. Why would anybody stay if the partner is absolutely doing nothing for them? Are you suggesting somebody should stay? Would you say the same to a woman who man ain't doing nothing for her, like literally nothing? Of course not.
You know that anger you get when you deal with like a person that's just completely stupid. What's wrong with your brain? Like why do you not see what you are? Like, and I get there with women. Like I truly do.
Because it's about benefits, right? If you're not benefiting a man, he don't give a fuck about you. Men grow into liking and loving you after they discover the benefits of liking and loving you. Romance has nothing to do with benefits. They know that. They may not consciously know it, but they need you to believe the illusion. We can understand male nature and still want to be with them because if you produce, you produce. Whatever the benefit is that the woman desires. Right? But women want romance. Women want to control men. Women want all the things that they cannot have from men. And romance keeps y'all looking for that. Right? The queen, our foremother, Assata Shakur, took her last breath. She put her life on the line for the black community, men and women. Risked her life and freedoms for the greater good for men and women. And you.
Right.
I just got baptized. So now I'm searching for my purity ring because ain't nobody getting this cookie until they invest in me and get to know me and I get to know them. Because
Wait. So let's go. I'm adding her right now. Why somebody said Melly is looking like a single mom tonight? Really? You guys ain't shit. Look like a single mom. I don't know what are the characteristics, but okay. All right, let's go. We got. I haven't said her name because I don't want to butcher it. So, hey girl, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm Tanay.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Here we go. Here the fuck we go. Here the fuck we go.
Don't know where to start. The flannel shirt, masculine. She got a big tattoo on her neck, demonic tattoos, bunch of gold chains and shit. Look like tatted on eyebrows, a short boy haircut, hoop earrings. This is just, yeah.
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Women have it hard! Okay, women have it hard! You have no idea what women go through every day, okay?
Women like this need to just be carted off to Mars. Put them in an oxygen bubble on Mars and just forget they exist. Alright?
Tenea. That's what I said on my Instagram, but I wasn't sure, so I was like, let me not say it in front of you. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to have you.
I've never done anything like this before. So.
Perfect. Thank you for giving us the chance. And I'm really excited because I got so many emails for you. It's crazy. I had people DMing me, hey, like my friends, hey, who is she? Is she here in LA?
How? Hold on, bro. How? How you? I'm saying, how? Like, talk to me, bro.
Please, I'm like, no. You want to shoot your shot? You come to the show. What's her IG? Nope. You come to the show. I'll help you after the show, maybe. But right now, you got to come to the show. So tell us about yourself.
I am 34 years old.
That's a hard nigga.
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
At your age, you're basically unmatchable. Like, forget about it. Basically, you're done. You're like a has-been, and no man will ever go for you.
You gotta know when to say when, bitch. Our coochie cutter days are over. Forever 21 was a lie. Settle down. Stop playing with yourself.
I live in LA. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I haven't lived there in a really long time. I've been here for 12 years. I have a jewelry company called Lace by Tenea that I've had for 12 years, successful. And yeah, there's a lot about me. So what is it that you want me to?
Yeah, whatever we should know. We need to know more.
Okay.
I'm getting that stomach and just, I'm getting drug addict vibes. I'm just getting drug addict vibes.
12 years, successful. And yeah, there's a lot about me. So what is it that you want me to?
Yeah, whatever we should know. We need to know more.
Okay. I have no kids. I have a cat and a dog. I'm plant-based, so just what else?
What do you like to do for fun?
I love creative stuff. So I do all types of like photography and just anything creative, painting, making anything. I kind of like cooking, baking.
So Does this look like the type of woman you could bring home to grandma? Does this look like the type of woman that you could start a wholesome family with? I mean, she's 34. She's almost at geriatric pregnancy. But even aside from that, a tattoo on the front of your neck is a black flag deal breaker. You can't do it. I wouldn't even have fun with this woman. I'd be scared she'd delete me in my sleep. You can't do anything with this woman, respectfully. And I feel like she's on drugs.
You don't know that.
But yeah, I like vacations. I like traveling.
I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money.
You know.
Yes.
And I
We
love
like vacations.
I love to eat food, but it's an acquired taste now. I
Okay.
like, but yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So you are single, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so today we're gonna try to find you the man of your dreams.
Okay.
So you gotta help us.
Okay, we'll see.
What are some of the traits that you like as far as personality?
Personality. I often have to be, just because I run a business, I often have to be very strong and the aggressor, and I have to be kind of masculine in like to run a successful business. As
Here we go again. Here we go again. I get it, but then I don't get it. That's where I'm at with it. That's a hard nigga.
How ghetto is that? Very.
Whatever she went through, you know.
a woman, and have people take me seriously. So I would love a man who is like a man, like where when I go home, I can just chill and be my soft, feminine self.
You're not soft or feminine. You're just not anymore. So this is that whole thing of like, I'm an alpha, so he got to be an alpha to put me in my feminine. It's bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit.
A successful business as a woman, and have people take me seriously. So I would love a man who is like a man, like where when I go home, I can just chill and be my soft, feminine self. You know, yeah, I love outgoing because I'm pretty laid back myself. So if they're too laid back people, it gets boring, you know? So, yeah, I love someone who's a little more outgoing than me. I like personality. I like someone who's funny.
This woman then probably did every drug known to man. You know what you would have to do to keep her excited? Seriously. You know what it would take to keep a woman like this excited? Just never mind.
I'm very sarcastic, so I like sarcasm. Someone
That's a bitch, okay?
Personality traits. I don't know, someone who's smart, someone who shows up, and someone who's honest and can just be straightforward. I'm very straightforward myself, so beating around the bush or just bullshitting or lying, it's a waste of time, you know, for me. So yeah.
Okay. What about, can he have kids?
Yes, you can have kids.
Okay. Is
Don't you dare bring your kids around this thing. Please don't bring your kids around this demon. Please. For the love of God.
Today, being retarded means leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school, just like their neighbors, and come back to a real home. A supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.
Is there a number that's your limit, or any number, any amount?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it would depend on the situation. I'm not really like, more than 2 is a bit. No, 3. I could do 3. But also, I guess it would depend on their age. If they're a little older, like if they're like in their 20s, 30s, then I don't know. I don't really care. I think it would be like the younger, like babies, like toddlers, because that's like, I don't know if I want to dabble in that so much. So yeah.
So how young can the kids be?
How young can they be? That's tricky too. I mean, I guess. I mean, I've dated someone with a 1-year-old, so I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends on the situation with the.
He only qualifies for highly sketchy men. Point blank. No serious man who got serious shit going on in his life and no criminal record is fucking with this woman just off her aesthetic alone.
With the mom and like what's going on, and if they're honest, whatever it is that's going on. Yeah. So yeah.
Since you were talking about age, what is the age range that you would date?
Age range, nothing under 35. Nothing under 35. Yeah, no, because that's just too. I don't feel like they're developed yet.
35.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
and
I love someone older, to be honest, but that would be the limit. That would be like the lowest I would go.
Yeah. So how old is too old?
Too old? Maybe 50, 55.
Okay, so is 54 the limit?
I suppose so, yeah. I've never really thought of it. Yeah.
Okay, so 35 to 54.
Okay, so 54, yeah.
Okay, cool. What's the height that you're looking for?
The height. I mean, I'm 5'7", so you've got to be taller than that. And I like to wear heels. So if you're shorter than me and you have an issue with it, then it's gonna be a problem. But if you're, if we're the same height and I put heels on, I'm a little taller and you're still confident and you still got it, and it's all good. But if you get like the little man syndrome when I put my heels on, like, sorry, I'm not sorry.
Okay, so 5'8", 5'9" is okay?
Let's do, I would say 5'9" and up.
5'9". Okay.
Yeah, let's look at her IG. OnlyFans model. Hold up, y'all. We about to check out her Instagram. Let's get some cash apps in just because, gotta get some cash apps. Gotta love the cash apps.
They come across like dudes. My mannerism is like a dude. Why? She's not a dude.
I look like telling a nigga good morning. I look like being nice, sweet, charming, and woman.
If you
you keep saying, oh, she's too masculine, what it means is you too feminine. If I got more bars than you, that's really a diss to you, not a diss to me.
This is mental illness. 422,000 followers. No, I'm good. I'm good. Look at this. Yep. I knew it. Yeah, of course. No matter what a woman does for a living, usually it's gonna involve sexuality somehow. Yeah. Ski potty. Man, no. Seen enough.
Then it's gonna be a problem. But if you're, if we're the same height and I put heels on, I'm a little taller, and you're still confident and you still got it, then it's all good. But if you get like the little man syndrome when I put my heels on, like, sorry, I'm not sorry.
Okay, so 5'8", 5'9" is okay.
Let's do. I would say 5'9" and up.
5'9".
5'9".
Okay. No problem. What else? What else should we know? Is there a race that you enjoy more, or are you open to any race?
I'm open to any race.
Okay. What do you usually date?
I usually date black men, to be honest. But I am open. I am open at this point because obviously I'm single. So.
Yeah. So, is there anything else that you need? Like that's a must you need to have?
What's the must that you need to have? Well, you need to be health conscious. That's like that's a lot. Because if you're not, like, I don't see the point in dating someone who's just like destroying themselves and not taking care of their bodies.
Ma'am, I don't believe for 1 second. Like the tattoos, the druggy look, it's just a weird thing coming from you. But let's just continue.
Not about to be fucking pushing you around because you made bad decisions early on in life. So and you've got to be successful in some way, shape, or form, and you don't have to be super wealthy or anything like that, but you've got to have something going, because if you're just expecting to come over here and chill on my couch, that's not going to work out.
Okay. So how much is the minimum that you think it needs to make?
The minimum, I mean, yearly?
Yeah.
Say, shit. I mean, if I'm making like close to $1 million a year, it would probably have to be close to that.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money.
Fight for my life.
If you catch her on a sidewalk and you in a car, it is what it is.
He needs to find a man to give that money to ASAP. I'm starting to not believe in like female success outside of being in a relationship with a man. Oh my goodness. Might make it. She might make it. It's not shocking. But that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna fucking happen. You gotta pay to play, baby. You gotta pay to play. And you only qualify for sketchy motherfuckers. Like you don't qualify for a wholesome man looking to start a wholesome family. Rich dudes who make $1 million a year, they no man. They can get better than you. It's not gonna happen. Let's see what Melly say.
So how much is the minimum that you think he needs to make?
The minimum. I mean, yearly.
Yeah.
Say, shit. I mean, if I'm making like close to $1 million a year, it would probably have to be close to that.
Okay. Good for you, girl.
Close. You don't have to hit $1 million, but I'm just saying, like 600, 700, 800,000 maybe.
Okay.
I mean, now that's not that much, but you've got. I feel like you've got to be there because I can't like be taking care of you, and I can't have you feel a way about what I'm doing and how successful I am, and the money I'm making because that's happened before, and that's just exhausting. So.
Okay. Well, we're gonna try to find a man.
Your money is your man's money. See, these women, they just don't get it. I mean, you're just not relationship material. So you're just a rich psychopath. This is a waste of success. This is a fucking waste of success. Just like with all these fucking OnlyFans whores who make 10 million a week. Just a complete fucking waste. Anyway.
Next in the millions. I don't know how successful we're gonna be, but hey, we're gonna try.
All right.
So somebody in the comments said that did you date Trey Songz?
Yes, I did.
You did. Wow. How long ago was that?
9 years ago, though.
Oh, that's a long time. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she's already been ran through in the industry. It's over. Yeah, that was 10 years ago when you were in your prime. You're an old bird now. About to be 35. It's over. That millionaire shit is over, especially with your aesthetic. That's over with. Flannels and tats on the front of your neck. That's over with, baby. And you look your age too. You nothing about you looks young. You have officially aged yourself out or priced yourself out of the dating market. Whole show. But it just goes to show how much women value manhood. Women do not value men. Because even when they become millionaires, they don't think it's worth it to buy a man, so to speak. Even when they're millionaires, they say, "Well, I ain't taking care of a man." They'll buy nails, they'll buy clothes, houses, purses, this, that, but a man ain't worth buying because they don't value men. This woman values material things more than she value a man. A Ferrari worth buying, but a man ain't worth buying. Think about that. People buy what they value. Women don't value men. Most women do not value men. If your woman wouldn't be willing to pay for you, she don't value you. And there's men who they do value that much, but look, there's women out there who love their man so much they would pay all the bills for a lifetime just to be with him. But that's not most women. Most women would never do that for 95% of men because they don't value men.
Right. Well, we're gonna try. You hit me with $1 million. I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, All right.
No, we're gonna try.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. I'm gonna start adding people. Just before we go, I need to explain to you the rules. So I'm gonna bring a man at a time. You can ask him questions. He's gonna ask you questions. Once you're not really feeling the vibe, you can just say pineapple, and we move on to the next guy. If you are feeling the vibe, and we just need to keep it going, then you just say slide in my DMs or something like that. We'll talk later. Whatever. You don't gotta say pineapple if you like him.
Okay, but I end the conversation by saying, okay. So.
You can slide in my DMs.
Right.
Okay. And also, there's an instant pineapple. So if my chat feels like you're wasting your time talking to a guy, or you're talking too long and they're done with you talking to him, or they're hating, whatever they feel, they send $20 and he pineapples the guy for you right away.
Okay.
But he can come back. If you liked him, he can come back and you guys can keep talking.
Okay. How many are we going through here?
It's going to be up to you, because it's going to be a lot. It depends on, okay, we're going to be here until maybe our time, 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish, kind of.
Okay.
More like 7:30. And so it's how many that come through at the time.
Okay.
So, and if you talk longer to some people, then it's going to be less people, But it's up to you.
Oh my God, this is so stressful. Okay.
You're going to be fine. Don't worry. All right. We got Carlos. Hi, Carlos. Your mic is off. Carlos? No? Your mic?
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Hey.
How's it going?
Boy. I didn't know I was going to be on camera. What's going on here?
What do you mean you didn't know?
Nah, I wasn't aware. I just was tuning in. But here I am. Hi.
This is goofy. Calling in, laying in the bed is crazy. Look at Melly face. I mean, yeah, he actually does look like her aesthetic, but I'm sure he probably doesn't make $1 million a year. They do look like they go together, though. She's already ready to pineapple, though.
Oh, hi. Okay, so pineapple then?
Yeah, probably. Probably. Guys, what are you doing? No, they're lying. They are lying. They know if they're on here, they know it's to talk. They're lying.
Like, in the bed.
Oh, I'm on. Excuse me. No, you knew. And you get your camera on. What are you expecting? No, you're playing with me already. Guys, don't play with us tonight. I'm letting you know.
Time.
All right, we got more. Hello.
What's going on?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? What's your name?
I'm Taneo. What's yours?
Taneo. My name is Imonte.
Oh.
Yeah, but I go by Mike. So, but you said it perfectly that first try I go around. But so where you located?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Okay. You ever been in a long distance relationship?
I have. Have you?
How was it? You said, how about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in a long distance relationship before.
Yeah.
It was like a 5-hour drive of a difference.
Oh, nice. Where are you from?
I'm from Southern New Jersey. That's where I'm headed right now, actually. But I go to school and work mainly.
Well,
She doesn't. I mean, she's a child. She's a 34-year-old child. These women are fucking clowns, man. Even that's the thing. Like, money doesn't make you legitimate as a human. Even for men, you make $1 million a year, it don't make you a solid motherfucker. You just make $1 million a year. But yeah, money definitely, it doesn't do much for women to make them more credible as human beings. She is a huge fucking clown.
Grow the fuck up. Grow up.
On that note, I'm out. Join the membership. It's only $5 a month. It really helps the channel. Check out merch. Link in the description. The new merch is freedom without purpose and discipline makes a slave to selfish desires. Follow me on Rumble because I can get kicked off this platform any day now. Link in the description. I'll see you guys tomorrow between 7 and 8 p.m. Central Time. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an asshole on the internet, and I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Ever.